A lot of incredible things happened today, which made Dogecoin rise above a key resistance level. It looks like we could finally see the bull run from here, so let's talk about it. Hello guys and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away $100 to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite cryptocurrency. Read our description for more info about it. Now let's get started with today's video. So Dogecoin has finally risen above the key resistance level of 27.1 cents. This is incredible because nobody really saw it coming. A lot of analysts were predicting that it'll happen after the Ethereum and Bitcoin shorts expire on Friday. So basically, Dogecoin rose to 28.7 cents for the first time in weeks. And its price looks to be on the recovery as the daily chart shows a fourth consecutive green candle. Now, this is most likely fueled by a lot of great news that came out recently. There was the Dogecoin transaction fees upgrade that was announced earlier this week, and then there was Elon Musk's tweets that gave it a huge push upwards. And what's really interesting about this is that it has also risen above the 100-day moving average. However, it must continue to trade above it in order for Doge to achieve the 50% Fibonacci extension level of 30.5 cents. And it appears to be likely at this point because it broke through the resistance level while Bitcoin went below 35,000 once more. And there's another reason we could see more money coming into Doge this week. So, a pretty reliable crypto analyst tweeted this today. He said that there's a high possibility we see a major bounce in altcoins after Bitcoin is done shitting itself. Bitcoin is one of the worst performing cryptos of 2021, and many of its holders are in pain holding it. My guess is they will dump it and jump into alt soon. Now, this is interesting because we could see it happen right now. As I mentioned, Dogecoin is hovering around the 24 cents mark, which is pretty great, while Bitcoin is still stuck at $31,500 right now. Now let's look at some more interesting news that you might have missed today. So, Elon Musk dropped yet another hint that he's going to stay by Dogecoin's side. Take a look at this. A Twitter user posted this picture that basically said that people in 2021 prefer investing in a currency with a dog instead of real estate. It's a hilarious picture, and Elon Musk replied with a laughing emoji. And this makes me really optimistic because we know about the power that his words can have over cryptocurrencies. Now, let's talk about some more interesting news from today. Direct Voltage, which is an online retailer and open-source hardware provider, announced today that it is finally accepting Dogecoin payments. Now, this is only adding to the list of 1,400 stores that are already accepting Doge. Another one is BitPay, which is starting Dogecoin trading on its platform today. While it may not be as popular as Coinbase, it's still a pretty big deal because this will only help bring more funds into Doge. Now, another article talked about whether online retailers are ready to accept Doge or not. It says here that it's highly likely that more retailers will start accepting Doge because of its high liquidity, fixed number of issued tokens, and faster transaction speed. If you don't know, Dogecoin transactions are currently 10 times faster than Bitcoin. And on top of that, the transaction fees are going to improve by 1,000% with the next Doge update. So, I think we can indeed see more stores accepting Doge very soon. Now, let's talk about the biggest news that came out today. Paraguay is finally proposing a bill to make Bitcoin legal tender. What's really interesting is that they're proposing it while Bitcoin is down to $32,000. I believe this is because many South American countries feel it will give them an advantage over other countries and help them emerge as the next financial powerhouse. This is what we saw with El Salvador. These countries are noticing the rising inflation rates and the constant development in technology, and they don't want to lag behind. Now, another incredible news from Paraguay was that the American University of Paraguay is going to accept tuition payments in Bitcoin from August. If you don't know, this university is one of the most prominent educational institutions in Paraguay and has been in existence for almost 30 years. Now, what's really interesting is that they have not indicated any plans to liquidate the Bitcoin upon receipt. This implies that they're really bullish on crypto, and they'll probably use it as a hedge against rising inflation. Their tweet said that, "We take an important step towards innovation." So as I said, these countries really don't want to lag behind, and we can see more countries in South America following their lead. Now talking about inflation, let's take a look at this. This article talks about how Bitcoin just dethroned gold to become the safest hedge against inflation. In the most recent FOMC statement, issued on June 16th, Bitcoin was found to be an asset that appreciates when the value of the US dollar falls. On top of that, there are many benefits that Bitcoin has over gold. For one, the supply of gold keeps increasing at a rate of about 1.25%. It is expensive to store and transfer. And none of this applies to Bitcoin, which makes it the clear winner. Even the demographic trends show us that millennial participation in Bitcoin has an edge over gold. It found that only 7.5% of millennials aged 25 to 34 own gold and silver, while a massive 25% own cryptocurrency. So I think this is something to be really excited about. Now let's talk about another interesting news that came out today. Andreessen Horowitz Group launched a $2.2 billion crypto fund, and they are really optimistic about it despite price fluctuations. Two of its partners said that the size of this fund speaks to the size of the opportunity before us. Crypto is not only the future of finance but, as with the internet in the early days, is poised to transform all aspects of our lives. So, this is one of the biggest crypto funds we've seen so far. And I'm intrigued because this is yet another institutional investor who's really bullish on Bitcoin. Now, another huge investment will come from Bogota, which is the capital of Colombia. They announced today that they'll invest $2.3 million into blockchain companies that are developing blockchain-based solutions. With this, each startup will get between 10 million and 50 million pesos to develop its concepts. And the goal of this initiative, which is named Hub Blockchain Bogota, is to upgrade and transform Bogota into a smart city. So this is yet another validation to the theory that these countries in South America don't want to lag behind. And more are getting influenced by their neighbors. So I think this is incredible. Now, another bullish news that came out was that Citigroup launched a digital asset unit within its wealth management division. This is a pretty big deal because Citigroup reported a net income of $7.9 billion for the first quarter of 2021. This makes them a big institution that we should keep an eye on. Its memo said that, given the exciting new developments we are seeing around cryptocurrencies, tokenization, and other advances powered by blockchain technology, we are pleased to announce the formation of the Digital Assets Group. So, this is really exciting news because they're basically following Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs' footsteps. We know that both of them launched their own internal initiatives in 2021. So, as we can see, every action is creating a ripple effect, and all this is really bullish for crypto. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Goodbye. Take care.